Hi folks, Leigh Farnell here, leading your best life. This is so important. I was listening to a podcast I'd done with my good friend John Denton on businesses and businesses for sale and exiting businesses, and it's so good. I just want to share a few summary points with you because it really is super valuable if you're running your own business or you're thinking of running your own business. Hey, stay tuned. Hey, listen, when I was driving to swimming this morning down the beach, I was listening to the podcast I did recently with John Denton on businesses and exiting businesses and businesses for sale. And there's so much good information in that podcast. I just want to give you a couple of summary points that jumped out at me when we were talking just in that first 15 minutes of the podcast. And do go back and take a look at it and listen to it. But these three words are so powerful, particularly when you think of Peter Drucker saying the best way to predict the future is to invent it, is to create it, is to design your future. So if you're talking about running your own business, but more to the point, why you run your own business, besides the intrinsic value and intrinsic motivation you get and the thrill you get helping people, is you want to do this. And this is what John Denton says. You want to exit with equity. Exit with equity. Think about it. Exit with equity. Now, you can register a business name, you can get the business cards printed, you can get the letterheads done, you can get all that done, and you can run a business that you call a business that's actually an income. And in fact, as he said, if you're the practitioner, if you're the chiropractor, if you're the plumber, if you're the consultant, if you're the coach, and you're doing the work, sending out an invoice, getting paid, that's a practice. It's not a business. You call it a business, it's a business. It means you don't have a boss, or the more to the point is the client's the boss, or you're your own boss, so to speak. But as John Denton says, if you can't sell it, if it's not systems-based, if it can't run without you, it's not a business. If you're going to exit with equity, you have to be able to walk away and sell the business to somebody else. So that's why it's so important to listen to what John Denton says in that podcast. It's so good. It's an hour and 10 minutes or thereabouts. But if you're in business, running your own business, I highly recommend you listen, make notes, and maybe even contact me and say, hey, Leigh, here are the 4 or 5 or key points, or more to the point, the decisions I've made to do things different from now on, to begin meditating and manifesting and creating a business that can run without me. And again, as I say, I've recently shared the E-Myth, the book, the E-Myth, the Michael Gerber book, where he talks about the difference between being a technician, a manager, and an entrepreneur. And the entrepreneur, talk about E, you want to exit with equity. You're building equity, you're building value so you can sell what you're creating. As Mel Emery talks about, buy, build, sell. If you're starting it, if it's start, build, sell, either way, it's either buy, build, sell, or start, build, sell. But if you're serious about creating equity, creating an asset, creating something that's going to help you build your net worth, or more to the point, allow you to create passive income, or allow you to have a future where you can retire or choose to work or not work, then you need to be planning and designing a future to exit with equity. You want help with that? Touch base and let's work on it. That's what we do. Performance development consultants, really about helping you design your future and lead your best life. And if you're running your own business, that literally means leading your best life, exiting with equity. Hope this helps. What's the action point coming out of this for you? Create that exit with equity blueprint. Want help with that? Touch base. We can help you. See you soon. Hope this helps. I'm Leigh Farnell, and you've just listened to a short version of Leading Your Best Life. Go for it.